Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Ecology here to the last 9.9 HD model look at in this patch. And in this video, I'm going to be showing the Mushan, the 5100, and the Churchill 7. So sit back and enjoy. As I look at the Mushan, it's basically a mouse prototype. I will be doing my own Maoshan, but right now I'm just doing the Panther M10. This is continuing from the Panther M10 one, but I like that suspension. Like, it's basically the mouse prototype. That's basically what it is, and it's just... Did I penetrate it? No. No. Of course not. Why would I? I like the double track. I like the double track. Like the double Ferdinand Porsche's suspension. Okay. This is gonna hurt, but why not? I like the turret. The turret is weird. Like, that's 200. That commander's hatch is 200. Like, you cannot penetrate the commander's hatch no matter what. That's not really a weak point, unless you have a gun that can penetrate more than 200mm thick commander hatch. Well, my gun can't penetrate a turkey. Surprise. Yeah, I probably spelled that wrong, but I don't care. It also has a... I think they also added shell or the pretty shells. Like, boom. It sparks. I think that's cool. Oh, you're shooting my paw. No. Ow. Yeah, that gun... He has a 15cm gun. That's bigger than the mouse's gun, which is surprising. Like, I like that. It's basically a mouse at tier 9. It's like, the tier 9, when they buffed the old tier 9, it was, like, very impenetrable, and then they gave it more armor? Like, what? Like, okay. Well, they completely removed it, but... I like it. It's basically a mouse. There's really nothing to see on it. It's very plain. Like, very plain. Like, oh, I can go underneath it. Ooh, he's back and forthing. Oh, suspension. That's cool. Yeah, so it has a double Porsche suspension chassis. And dual drive sprockets? Oh, this is... Yeah, he has dual drive sprockets, it looks like. Trying to glitch through the underside. Oh, suspension. I love it so. Oh, gosh. There we go. Yeah, see, it's independent. Yeah, because this is attached to the outer side skirts. That's attached to the inner hull. Yeah. Alright, I'm just exploring it with more stuff. Like, the top of the tank, you see it has little grates. That's where the exhaust comes out, it looks like. The driver sits in front, like the mouse. Smaller. Like, look at that. That is teeny. The gun mantlet looks thick as hell. Like, shooting other than the gun mantlet looks suicide. Like, don't shoot the gun mantlet. Shoot the side of it, like there and there. Because, like, they're, like, impossible to get through. It's a beautiful tank. Like, I'm ashamed that I sold my tier 9, but I epically hated the tier 9. But that actually looks like fun. I might actually go buy mine back to get it in my garage, but I don't know. The mouse. I don't need it. I like the turret. The turret is like a very upgraded, like, Tiger 2 shape. Like, it has that thicker in the middle, thinner at the back and the front, with the square hatch in the rear. It just looks like that. So that's the Maoshan premium, or not premium, HD model tank. It's nice looking. I like it. Wonder how big it is compared to the mouse. Yeah, so that's the Maoshan, and I'll see you with the next HD model. And let's look at some camouflage on the Maoshan. Basically, it's a mouse prototype invented by Ferdinand Porsche. I like this camo, I really do, because you can really see the wear and tear. Granted, there really isn't much wear and tear except for, like, the lower plate, and that's basically it. There's some tear here where around the gun mantlet, I guess. That really hasn't been used. So I wouldn't expect a lot of wear and tear on this thing. Having a 15 centimeter gun on this is kind of like OP, but like this thing is impenetrable and it gets a tier 10 gun. Like the tier 9 didn't even get that gun. It got the mouse's gun, which in my opinion, I think this thing is going to get nerfed eventually. Like it's not going to stand. Like either it's going to lose its 15 centimeter gun or it's just, I don't know. My opinion, I think it's going to get nerfed sometime. Like a mouse at tier 9, it's just... The VK was horrible enough when they buffed its armor. Like, you could not penetrate its lower plate. You could not penetrate anywhere. It was just like... It was stronger than the E75, and that thing's a OP, massive, heavy tank. And it's just... And then they implement this to replace it. Like, you can't penetrate that. That's not a weak point, because that's 200 armor. Unless you have a gun that can penetrate 200 millimeters of armor. Like, I don't know why there's 200 millimeters in there, but that's 200 millimeters, apparently. Like, you can't penetrate that. You can try to penetrate the sides of the cheeks because it's a flat plate. You can try to penetrate that. Like, you can't penetrate the front plate. You can try to penetrate the lower glacis. Like, you can't... You can side scrape it to the wazoo. So, good luck trying to penetrate its side skirts. Like... Because the side skirts are huge. Look at that. It's bigger than my hand. Granted, it's a make-believe hand, but it's still bigger than my hand. I like how you can see the welds. The welds. Big weld there. Weld. Welding. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I might buy this back. I might not, depending. I don't know. I don't have the money right now in my garage. So that's the Shun. Cannot speak German. Now we're to the next. And here we are with the British Churchill 7, I think. I love the British tanks. I love the Churchill. I love the Churchill series because, oh my gosh, this feels slow. Well, it's a Churchill. It should feel slow. And if it doesn't, and you put NOS in it, I guess. I don't know. But the reason why I like the Churchill is because I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. Like, the way the Churchills were designed to be like troop. They're designed to go slow to stay with the troops, and they're not really meant to fight tanks. Oh, the suspension. I just made a mess in my pants. I love tank suspension. I love it when it's done properly, and that just... I love it so much. I like that the front wheel one even works. Like, front one goes in, they all go in, they all, like... Oh my god. It's such prettiness. That is like ultimate pretty suspension. Like I love spring, right? This is spring suspension. It's not spring or coiled suspension because it's not Christie. It's not, I don't know. It's coiled because you can see the spring coils. Let's check it out in detail. Ooh, yes. A tank bar there. Detail on the turret. I love it. I love it already. I feel kind of sad that the track looks kind of flat, but there is detail to it. It's just not as detailed as the Churchill, the first Churchill that they HD'd. Like, the track is a lot more flat, like a rubber band. I don't know if they did it on purpose, because look at that. That's kind of flat, but there is detail to it, so I can't really complain. The road wheels look fantastic. The drive sprocket mashes with the road wheels, of course, because that's awesome. Has a coax machine gun. The spare track links on the side. Not as much as it was, because this thing was like dripping with coax machine guns. And I have to say that... Oh, there's another drive sprocket in the rear. Which one actually drives the tank? Probably the rear one. Probably the rear one. Yeah, look, Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, it's probably the rear one that mashes or drives it. Rear suspension. I like the hatch. Look at the side. It's so detailed. You got a rope, tow rope. Oh, so awesome. I like it because it's also side skirts, and I have a huge side skirt fetish, and it's just like, yes, please give me some side skirts. Can you see the rifling? Ah, you can see the rifling. Look at it. It's so rifled. Ah, I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I love it.
Target unlocked.
So pretty. I like the top of the turret. Oh, I so love it. See, that's why I like Wargaming's HD model tanks, because they put so much detail into it. Like the engine deck is detailed as well. Oh, that's my tank. Whoopsie. The engine deck is detailed. Like you can see a jerry can on the side. Like spare ammo, I'm guessing that's it. Oh. Ooh, this is a nice view. I like this view. Oh, no, I ruined it. You can see the drive sprocket, or I'm guessing that's the idler wheel in the front. Like the idler, I don't know if it's like fixed to the tank though. Like I don't know, because you have two drive sprockets or two sprocket wheels. You got one in the back and then one in the front. I'm guessing the front one's not powered because the way it looks. Yeah, the front one's not powered. The back one's powered. But, oh, it's so pretty. I love the Churchill. A plus Wargaming. A plus. Look at that. Got the driver's hatch. Got the machine gun. HS61627 0219. I love that they added the actual production model. Like I bet if you type that into a computer, you can actually find that turret on that Churchill somewhere in the world. I bet. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But well, that's the Churchill for you. I hope you love this incredible detail that they added to it. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Well, that's it for this video. Or, well, this HD tank, I should say. And still have two more left, or three more left to do, I guess. And here we are with the beautiful Churchill. I love Churchills, I really do. Let's check out the exterior. I like that camo. But I like this one more. You can see more wear and tear. The gun has some marks on it. A lot of wear and tear on the front plate of spaced armor. I say that. The track shield. Got paint scratches there. Not really much wear and tear around the commander's hatches and the driver's hatches. There are smudge right here. A little wear and tear there. All in all, not really bad. I like the Churchill. A lot of people don't like the Churchill 7 because the matchmaking it receives is kind of garbage, and that 70-pounder gun. It's a good gun, but sometimes when you see tier 8s, 9s, you just want to just commit suicide. Just, ugh, no thank you. But if this thing's top tier, this tank is just impenetrable. And I think they buffed it. Like, the front plate's much more better. The gun mantlet, or the gun area, is more manageable. Granted, if you can manage to shoot right in that area, you're still going to penetrate no matter what. But I think they made it stronger. I think. It felt stronger when I played it. It felt slower too. So they added more armor to it. Camouflage. British is well known for their desert camo. Because at the first beginning of the war, they were in the African campaign. Yes, even Churchills were used in the African campaign. Churchills, Cromwells, I don't think Cromwells, Crusaders, Matildas, Valentines, all used. So that's the Churchill. And onwards to the last tank. Here we are on Stalingrad, and this is French. Yes, French. And I have to say, this thing, I'm not a big fan of French vehicles, but when they HD it, they're spectacular. I can't complain. Because basically all French vehicles are just German vehicles cut up. They basically scoured the battlefield, found a ton of German vehicles, and just chopped them into bits, and that's how you get them. Like, that's what I think. It's probably not true at all, but that's what I think about Russian or French vehicles. Yeah, these are Russian completely. No. Because it has like a German suspension. Like, look at that. It looks completely German because German had the interweaving suspension. The engine jack looks German. Like, if you look at a Tiger or a Panther or something like that, that looks completely German. The front plate looks like it might be stolen from a Panther, maybe. I don't know. It just, for me, it feels like French tanks are just German vehicles chopped up in little bits. I love suspension. I love it. I love the interweaving suspension. I really do. Up, down, up, down, up, down. This track doesn't really jiggle. The suspension doesn't jiggle, which is annoying. But it's a tight rubber band suspension. Can't complain. Now I just wait for my buddies to get here so I can look at them in detail. Now there is him. I like even look at the back end, it looks German. Everything about this looks German. The front end, just German, 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 German. So German. Stop moving. See, he's not moving. Now he's moving. Okay. You can see that it mashes nicely with the tracks. You can see that they mash with the holes. The back end is lackluster, but they have nice exhaust. The top of the tank is kind of bland. Like, all you have is a tent or something in the back. On top of the turret, you have a nice antenna with dual machine guns. I don't know what they are, because I'm not French, but they're nicely done. They're nicely modeled French machine guns, I guess. Drum turrets, it looks like. They have drum turrets, because I don't see any other way that would work. They also have a coaxial machine gun in the turret, which is nice. It would be so wonderful if they modeled the shell like popping out of the back. That would be awesome. The side, it looks like they have a spare track link, a axe, and a hammer, and a anti-tank bar. This side, they have a pickaxe and a shovel. Why am I getting shot at? Guessing he was trying to aim for my track or something. But I like the French vehicle. I really do. Non-HD, it kind of looked bland, but when they HD it, like, everything looks better. Like, the tracks, the suspension. It's just 3 times better. Like, I like that. I like that it has a tow rope in the front. See, as you can see, if you turn the turret the other way, you can see it's coaxial machine gun, which I can show you right here on my tank. Look, little coaxial machine gun doohickey. It's a nice tank. Like, I want to see rifles. I want to see your rifle barrel, sir. I look down your barrel. I'm a doctor. It's still dark, but you can see a little bit of rifling, which is nice. It's just nice. The commander hatch is kind of small, but that's pretty good on a French tank, I guess. The light is nice. The horn. I'm guessing that's a horn. It's a nice tank. All in all, I like it. Will I grind to it? Probably in the future, but that's only if I have nothing else to grind. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the weathering it done, too. It's not 100% dirty like War Thunder, but it has enough dirt to make me happy. Like, it's not caked on dirt. I hate caked on dirt. Well, that's it for the AMX 5100 in HD. Now back to the garage, and another HD tank is on its way. The 5100. French. See, I like the French because I like their road wheels. Like, the auto-loading turret, the auto-loading gun is kind of garbage, but... Well, I don't like the way auto-loaders work in the game. Or, pisses me off. Makes me angry, you see? Nah. Alright. We're there. The engine deck. It's 2 machine guns. It's not much wear and tear for a tank, which is surprising. I love French camo. I really do. Like, that just pops. The stripes pop. Like, it's just so pretty. I do love this one. This one's my favorite because it just looks like a forest. It's like a bush. Looks like a bush. Like, to the untrained eye, you'll just be like, well, the tracks give it away instantly, but if you have your cover, can't really see it because it's a bush. It's a bush, you see? I'm not a French tank, I'm a bush. I'm a very ugly bush, but I'm a bush. Well, that's it for the 9.9 HD tanks that have been implemented. I will be doing another look at it when the premium vehicles get implemented, I hope. Because there should be a Japanese Tiger. Should be. There should be a Tier 8 Chinese medium tank. And I think there should be a couple German tank destroyers. Am I missing anything? No? Oh yeah, there's a British heavy tank maybe. Um, yeah. So if they come to the test server, I will be doing a review on them or looking at their HD models, so look forward to that in the future. And if it doesn't come, well, then they never got implemented. So, well, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember to click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video. I think I'm going to be back doing my regular schedule of doing World of Tanks battles. I might have a War Thunder battle to just separate everything up. Maybe World of Warplanes. I don't know. So, yeah, look forward. Bye-bye!